Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Dawn. Let's level up and return to Dargonus. Main character gets a talent. We have two decent options here. I could do counterattack stance or Renitent Beacon. I'm thinking Renitent Beacon because I don't know that I've even used defensive stance on my main character yet. He's pretty action point hungry. So Renitent Beacon. Each stack of unyielding beacon additionally increases armor and parry by plus 1%. Earlier gets a talent and characteristic. Carmine Whisper. The hemorrhage effect applied by Death Whisper deals an additional 10 damage. And agility. Cassia gets a talent. There's a few good options here, but I think I want to go with Blood Augury. Enemies damaged by Navigators suffer % additional damage from warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for each hit. Argenta gets a talent and a characteristic. She has a lot of good options towards the bottom here. Specifically Flash Fire, Focal Point, and Heavy Gunner. So Focal Point synchronizes really well with Abelard's Taunting Scream. But our next common talent, I'm going to grab the talent that reduces the requirements for heavy weapons so she can use the Heavy Flamer. So I'm thinking Heavy Gunner. The Archmilitant's heavy weapon attacks cost -1 action point. And Perception. I know that I need strength to use a heavy weapon, but once I take that talent, it's going to reduce it below the 30 threshold that she has. So I don't need strength on her. Alright, Abelard gets a talent as well. I guess Wall of Ferrocrete. A Wall of Ferrocrete now grants an additional +7 temporary wounds to all targets. I think that's worth investing in, since that's the second thing he does every fight. And Heinrichs gets a talent and characteristic. I think Discipline. The Archmilitant gains +1 stack of versatility whenever an ally grants the Archmilitant an extra turn. Because he gets increased crit chance with versatility, I believe, or crit damage. Let me double check that. Yeah, 3% bonus to critical damage for every stack of versatility. So we'll grab Discipline. And Toughness. My Pascal gets a characteristic and a talent. I think weapon skill. Because he always has his axe equipped. And I think fire at will. A backline... I always get backline and rear mixed up. I think backline is the one that he's always in. That increases damage of range attacks. Alright, she gets the same stuff. Grab intelligence and... we could do supporting zone, but we're not usually hurting for distance for her officer abilities. Let's do improvised strategy. At the start of combat, the Grand Strategist gains one random unknown stratagem and can use it until the end of combat for 0 AP. I don't know if we ever grabbed that on Pascal, but that'd be really good on him as well. And now we can begin the long trek back to Dargonus. We have 2 companion quests waiting for us. A warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorcerous disease walk the lower decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. If no measures are taken immediately, an entire bay can be turned into a den of heresy. The rogue trader and his retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes, as always.
Let us know, Dawdle. I'll make an example out of you.
The Masters demand your death!
It will be done.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I'll make this one work. Why not?
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
it costs 0 AP. No reason not to use it.
Don't get too cocky.
Running binaric override.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Out of my way!
I bring ruin!
Didn't flinch.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury!
Darn it, I could do it a second ago.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Not ideal, but didn't have a lot of choice there.
Just a minor setback.
I am your doom!
Chaos guides me.
Crush the feeble! Pain cleanses the body! My faith shields me!
Death to non-believers!
No, don't cast it on that. So I accidentally cast that on the barrel behind us.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Let's see to it. I'm done with this one.
It's as good as done. I'll brush this off.
Let's try this again.
But of course, Lord Captain. I need a foothold. I won't object to it.
Max damage not gonna work there. It's fine. Got a fair bit of damage right there.
Don't get too cocky.
Really see where I'm placing it. I think that gives me a little buffer zone right there.
Reading damage to bulk.
Am I getting paid for this?
Such is the will of chaos!
I serve the ruinous powers!
I'm not injured, I'm enraged! I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Fantastic turn.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
A run and gun up this way. We might be able to... Well, maybe not.
I need your aegis, O Emperor.
Put that at burning.
I serve the ruinous
Maybe. I don't know,
powers.
12 damage.
From the ashes I will rise.
Death to the weak!
Naturally.
Alright, I'll leave him to Abelard, I think.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus. The Emperor is on our side. Your reckoning is
Cut him down, then we charge this guy.
vengeance will be swift. I feel the power surging. Get me a target. I won't object to it. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Alright, just the Plague Bearer left.
Victory is imminent. Indeed.
My faith shields
Nice.
me.
Is there money to be made?
Stop hitting me, Ashmog.
I'll grab all the loot once we exit the area.
It's nothing.
I always
Pain
keep my
cleanses
options
the
open.
body.
That was a fun little fight. It's fun that they were on both sides of us, too. Alright, Dargonus has begun a new stage of development. Double check all these real quick just to make sure. But everything should be not maxed out, but complete for right now. Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonus. Governor Drivestem has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic choir lost to the warp storms. But the Psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something, and it has cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, Plotted their skin to the flesh. Plotted their skin to the flesh. Muttered gibberish. Now they've gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Dargonus. But how long will they last? Where did the former astropaths come from? And can we get more of them? I've received complaints that Governor Drivesim has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with other worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers from other domains, but they will be few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We could try getting by with the resources that are already available to us. Seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who train these psi-active citizens of the Protectorate, displaying promise. The most regrettable violation of his laws caused by our grave situation. What is the cause of this affliction? Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn? The treacherous magic of the Xenos? Perhaps it was a planned diversion, or maybe it was a random echo in the Immaterium. What say my advisors? Where can we obtain a new choir? The astropaths are among the most finely trained specialists in the Imperium, who beheld the light of the Emperor himself, and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise the rogue trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers, who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If they're not enough, the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well. Those whom she helped out, rescued, and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers, who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. Yeah, so my character definitely wouldn't use unsanctioned psychers. He's already hesitant to have psychers along for the ride anyway. But we would get a psychic ward. While veil degradation is equal to or more than 10, wearer deals % additional damage with all psychic powers. Then Ablard will give us +1 security. A Disciple of the Damned. Demons, Chaos Creatures, Psychers, and Navigators deal -10% less damage to the Rogue Trader and their allies. That's pretty solid. But we'll probably go with Heinrich's, which gives us Witch Collector. The Rogue Trader's party gain, Fellowship bonus divided by 2 momentum when using any Psyker or Navigator powers. That's really good with Heinrich's in the party. Now, I'm assuming that bonus is based off the character using the Psyker power? Or is it based off the Rogue Trader's Fellowship? I'm assuming it's the individual that's using the Psyker powers. Either way, I'm counting on the help of the Inquisition, Heinrichs. You will get your astropaths. The Von Valancius dynasty is too important for us to just turn a blind eye to it in its time of need. A wave of armed skirmishes and detention swept across the Expanse. The ships carrying these powerful captives have brought the new astropathic choir to Dargonus. Even the most influential could not resist the fearsome agents of the Inquisition, who had requested the ruler's valuable servants to meet the needs of the Von Valancius dynasty. The tragic pestilence of the astropaths has not appeared again. All of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet. We got Caligai of St. Keith. Whenever the wearer performs a heroic act, they recover all their wounds and gain +2 AP this turn. And we'll do Doctrine of Rationality. According to the new doctrine, the disenfranchised will be servitorized or disposed of through hazardous work. So we gain +3 efficiency and lose 2 people. Worthwhile trade-off. Into the fray once more.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize. Don't get too cocky.
The Omnissiah condemns you.
Somewhere. Whoa! I want a medal for that one.
Alright, and hit this. I can potentially hit the servitors behind it. Or just aim for the servitors themselves. And miss both shots. Move the front line back this way. Oh, I can't see it. There we go, right there.
Knows all, comprehends all.
And an AoE attack right back here. Somewhere. Or it's blocking his line of sight, or is it just out of range?
The scriptural prognosis is faith.
I'll do it that way then.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. For you, my Emperor! None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That's pretty good. But she's not very effective against mechanical enemies like this. He is, though.
I'll see to it personally.
Here's his opportunity to get his buffs out.
For the throne's glory. Everyone, step aside.
That's not ideal, but gotta do what you gotta do.
I'll see our
Couldn't pop
foes
that.
obliterated. Let's see to it.
Wish there's a way to control which tile you charge to. Guess I moved up this way.
I
I
need
could.
a foothold. But of course, Lord Captain.
I'll go ahead and guarantee the kill.
Let's see to it. Naturally.
There's only a 40% chance of hitting that attack. That doesn't seem right.
For the throne's glory.
I've suffered worse.
I won't object to it.
Gotta walk away. Oh, we got one right beside us. I didn't see that guy.
Tell me, and it is done.
Successfully terminated. I am a savant of destruction.
Oh, you're no fun.
Fantastic. Alright, we need to move him forward, I think. And he can potentially take out this guy.
Explorers know one route. Forward. My vow is to serve.
Yep, didn't bother looking at the chance to hit, that I definitely should have. She won't do very much damage to the servitor, so I'm going to have her try to take out the servo skull instead. Also, once I equip her with the heavy flamer, she can change her equipment because she can't light herself on fire with the other flamer. Alright, don't think we can make the charge here. Oh, we
But
can!
of course, Lord Captain. I'm done with this one. Your reckoning is due.
Well, neat.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, let's try to make it back to Dargonus. Like here, there, and then up. Alright, back into the fray. I could edit all this out, but combat's half the fun. And with as many random encounters as we're getting, we might level up again
Rise to
before
the
we reach
top, or
Dargonus.
get left in the dust. I'll exterminate every last one of you.
Surrender to the dark powers!
No. Glad we can clear the air on that.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
I could have used bulwark here instead.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Oh, do you?
I can do that with the right incentive. You've got a problem, I've got a prize. How about no?
Sure. I'll move over one tile so I can use this.
Don't get too cocky.
Running binary override. Request approved. Significant value.
Fantastic.
The Omnissiah condemns you.
I'll put the front line up
The
here.
scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I bring ruin.
Out of my way!
I am your doom. Crush the feeble.
I won't go down easy.
I'll do it.
Oh, they mean to burning.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I'll do it.
Whoops. Knocked Abelard prone.
Chaos guides me.
Carnage incarnate!
Death to non-believers!
I will endure. Such is the will of chaos.
I am ready for whatever comes. I'll make it happen. You never stood a chance.
Fantastic.
Who if not me?
I'm done with this one.
I should have. Here we go. Just give him another turn like this. That gives him a extra stack of versatility.
I won't object. For the throne's glory. The Emperor is on our side. Your reckoning is due. Someone's death wish is mine to grant. I'm done with this one.
Alright, once again, Heinrichs is on an absolute tear.
Let's see to it.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Scorn the pain.
And now it's actually his turn, so.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Tell me, and it is done. I can do that, with the right incentive.
Request insignificant value.
Another one down.
Running binaric override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Vital function successfully terminated.
And voila. I wish there was a page that showed your character's stats. So we see how many kills and how much damage Heinrichs has done. And like what his biggest hit was. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna make it back to Dargonus this episode so we can pick up there next time. Otherwise we'll have 2 episodes of random encounters.
I always have a backup plan.
Here.
I'll see to it personally.
It will be done.
This is a relatively small fight too. Sure if I should put this one down. We'll just throw it up there.
Favorable. Vulnerability analysis successful.
You've got a problem.
That's a free
I've got a
casting of it.
prize.
May as well use it, even though I think it lasts until the end of the turn, right? Yeah, for 1 round. Nice.
I can do that. Never cross a Kazbalikan. Don't get too cupped. I can do that with the right incentive.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Argenta's time to shine. Pull out her flamer. The Heinrichs is kind of in the way.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh, you're fine, Abelard. Nothing to fret about.
One fewer time. Indeed.
Naturally. Get me a target.
Blue Horror taken care of. Let's go ahead and do
I'll see our foes
extra attack per
obliterated.
turn.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory, your reckoning is due. Holy terror, smite your enemies. Someone's death wish is
A whole
mine to
extra
grant.
turn.
I won't object to it. I'm done with this one. Naturally. Holy terror, smite your enemies. Be gone.
I can't quite see.
I
him.
won't object to
All right.
it.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Gonna try and speed through this part.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Okay, now I'm really riled up. You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Grenade out.
What is the ringing? At your beck and call.
Oh, what a jerk. All right. Oh my goodness.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. Reduced to dust.
That last guy was annoying.
I won't go down easy.
I also need to give Argenta a grenade back. The void ship is in the clutches of the warp elements. A whirlpool has suddenly emerged and is threatening to throw the ship off course and leave the helpless crew at the mercy of the Sea of Souls. Only the navigator's talent can save hundreds of people from madness or death. Call upon the navigator to do his duty and steer the ship back on course. It's not the event that I was thinking of. A fire broke out on one of the decks during the warp voyage. The raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the interior plating. No guilty parties were found. While clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plasteel beams formed lines in a cryptic alien language not known to humans. The delirious workers were executed and their bodies disposed of in the proper manner. The ship left the hostile immaterium and returned to real space. Finally back to Mundus Valancius. The ship's augers registered an emission of unknown radiation in one of the chambers. As a result, some of the voidsmen now have glowing irises, which has proven to be quite beneficial in the performance of their duties. The vessel's confessors are in doubt, and suggest it may be an outward sign of corruption. Better to purge the mutants than allow heresy to take root on the Von Valancius vessel. The crew zealously carried out the rogue trader's orders, put to death everyone marked with the fiendish, glimmering eyes. Only the Emperor's light may illuminate the path of his servants. Alright, finally made it back to the Dargonus system. There's something I wanted to do. Oh, that's right. So I need more reputation with both the Fellowship of the Void and the Casbalica mission. We could return to Foulstone as well. Not Foulstone, Footfall. So we've explored more planets, so we can increase our profit factor. But that's not actually what we need right now. What we need is reputation with everybody so that we can get new items. We have more than enough profit factor at the moment. We'll do a little housekeeping real quick. Then next time we'll return to Dargonus and knock out our 2 companion quests. So I'm curious if we're supposed to just use this. So it still won't be enough to hit the next tier with these guys. Oh, those boots that I picked up. That's what I wanted to look at. I think... regains all their wounds and gain +2 action points this turn. This would be really good with the soldiers' daring breach heroic act. So I'm tempted to give it to Heinrichs, but I really like the 1 cost charge that he has. It's a tough call. Yeah, I think it'd be best used on either Abelard or Heinrichs. I mean, 100% on Heinrichs. 2 extra attacks on him, that's basically 2 enemies dead. But it's only useful after you use a heroic act versus... which you can use 2 of. So again, I think one of the soldiers, or one of the arch militants, is the way to go. Man, that 1 cost charge is... it's very good. And this is just way too situational. I don't think we've ever actually gotten the +3 additional stacks of burning. What I should do is give her some talents that reduce her grenade costs, so she can throw a fire grenade on the ground and stand on it, then gain that effect. But that also limits where she can position to really utilize it. So I think we'll give it to her. Again, I know it's better on Heinrichs, but... like, 100 times better on Heinrichs. It's not even a competition. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time, we will return to Dargonus and deal with both Jai's and Cassius quests. But for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.